Hey, you guys! It's your favorite little keto goofball Diamond, and if not, you must be new here. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I tell you what I eat every day. I do a weigh-in every single day to keep myself accountable and on track, and to help other people as much as I possibly can. For those of you who are new to me, I have used keto to lose 150 plus pounds and get rid of 29 medically diagnosed diseases. That's a lot. I've also went from a size 28 pants to a size 4 pants, and I'm so thrilled about that. Been a whole lot of amazing things on my journey. So let's get into today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, ring that bell, all that good YouTube jazz helps my channel grow. It's time to rant, rave, and misbehave Keto Diamond style.
Three, two, one.
Took a 17-hour fast at 2:30 p.m. with 2 scrambled egg and mayonnaise sandwiches on that zero net carb bread. And as always, I had help. It's like 5:15. I've got 160 grams of ground beef, a serving of shredded cheddar with a little bit of the primal steak sauce mixed in. This is dinner. I did have a couple bites of my husband's salad, just lettuce, cheese, and ranch.
What are you doing?
What I do every meal?
So how much of that is yours?
Probably not, but about half of it.
But then why do you tell people you've got 200 grams when you only get about a bite?
Because that's what's in the bowl.
That's what you plan to eat?
That's what I plan
And then the grandbaby comes in and takes it?
Yeah.
What does he do? Does he just smell it out there in his room, knows you're cooking, and says, Mama, take me in to eat Mama's food?
Okay. Don't scare me, boy. Yeah, I think he does smell it. Because he came in for breakfast this morning, too. He got both meals yesterday.
He loves eggs
Oh, yeah.
and sausage.
He ate the bread mostly. Like, I pulled all my crust off, he ate most of the crust.
I'm like Mikey. I ain't picky.
No, he's not. It's not at all. Guys, it is actually 10 p.m., but I'm really, really hungry, so I'm going to have a keto meal. I've got lettuce, shredded cheese, that Tessemae Italian dressing that's zero carb, and some of those little bread crouton thingies that are supposed to be carbolicious things. Macros for all that: 1,220 calories, 44 grams of total carbs, more like 15 grams of net carbs, 94 grams of fat, 83 grams of protein. All right, so I want to go ahead and thank all my Patreons. I appreciate you ladies very, very much. And I'd say gentlemen, but none of you have, hit me on Patreon. But anyway, guys, I put a new video over on Patreon just yesterday that will, of course, be shared here on YouTube in the next day or so. Swimsuit try on, new pair of shorts try on. Very, very thrilled with the results. And floored by one of the things, just absolutely floored. And if you're interested in seeing the videos I post over on Patreon, some of them will also make it here. Some of them I can't share here because YouTube has policies and rules. So Patreon links down below. Also, if you need any keto help, my contact information is below. I'm all over the place today, guys. I've started this video over multiple times, so forgive me if it doesn't make any sense at all. Yesterday's keto day was pretty good. It was, for the most part, it was a very dull day, other than buying some swimsuits and some shorts and doing that little video. So for the most part, very dull, boring day. Now, food-wise, y'all saw everything I ate. Yes, I do believe it was everything I ate. Now, that salad, I did not mean to eat that late at night. I had planned to have a salad with my meal, but unfortunately, I had ran out of lettuce and ranch. The kids went to the grocery store later in the evening, and I got them to get some lettuce, but they couldn't find the ranch, or they forgot it. But either way, I'm going to head out and get some ranch in just a minute because I actually like my salads. I had a couple bites of hubby's salad and then my meal, but it was a little earlier than in the day than I usually eat dinner, and I didn't eat as much as I had intended to. Plus, Anthony got quite a bit of my food. Always does. And I don't mind. That's what grandmas are there for. Grandbabies, you hungry, you come on and sit on grandma's knee and you can eat what you want to. So, I don't mind that. It's just that I didn't eat as much as I had intended to. So, later in the evening, much later than I normally eat, I think it was about 10 p.m. when I had a salad when they had brought the lettuce back. So, I didn't exactly mean to actually have a third meal or, you know, a salad with those little crispy croutons in it. I had only intended to have the bread yesterday, just, well, you know, the bread to make sure it wasn't bothering me, but then I added those croutons to it. Now, the outcome and the weigh-in was good, so I'm going to go ahead and get to the weigh-in, and then I got something to tell you. Here's you guys, scale time. 161.4. All right, so down 1 pound of the water weight, still holding, what is it, 1.4 pounds of water. Not too terrible, not bad. And yes, I know it's water weight. A lot of people ask, how do you know? I just know. I've explained it multiple times in videos, and I don't want to bore the people to death that's been here forever. So I'm okay with the 1 pound down. Now I have to wonder if I hadn't ate so late at night and perhaps I added the croutons to it, or they're not really croutons, they're these round disc-like carbolicious toast things. Super hard, but if you crush them up, they taste kind of like croutons. So they seem to work out. I won't know until I can actually drop fat weight on them. I was hoping to go down more because when I stepped on the scale late last night, I was 162.6. So, I mean, I was hoping to go on down to 160 or below, but it didn't happen that way. So, that's all right. And I didn't really want to add the primal steak sauce, but I didn't also want to add ketchup and stuff, and I couldn't have the cheeseburger salad because remember I had run out of lettuce, and I had made hubby a salad because for me it's more important that he eats because that was his first meal of the day. He doesn't eat until he gets off work. So it's more important for him to have a really big meal than for me to have a second really big meal. You know, I had the two scrambled egg sandwiches earlier, so I want to make sure he eats. And then of course Anthony, he's got a radar. I know he does. Every time I cook, that kid's on my lap. It's like, feed me. So he's so precious though. I love that baby so much. He's just a mess. They're all precious though. Speaking of which, my big family, it's a little breezy out here. I hope it's not hitting the camera any. I can't hear, you know, if it's affecting the camera any, so I hope it's not. But I want to go live a lot more often. Now, I average going live about once a month. And I want to do it all the time. I mean, I have the desire to go live like all the time. The only thing stopping me is I have a large family. A large family that doesn't necessarily know how to watch their mouth. One of the members also have Tourette's. So there's literally no telling what you'll hear in the background said. And then 3 grandbabies. At any moment, somebody could cry. At any moment, screaming could ensue. So I don't go live a lot, but I'd like to. I'd like to go live at least once a week with an accountability thing for you guys. So I hold myself accountable by weighing in every day, by telling you what I ate every day, by being here every single day. But I know a lot of you, of course, you don't have a channel. A lot of you don't have a friend you can really come to and talk to about this. So I wanted to do like an accountability live every week, accountability and Q&A, so that anybody new can ask questions too. But like, just to give you a place to come in, to weigh in, to talk about, you know, your keto week, what's happened, what you feel stalled you, what items you've tried that you feel bother you. So, you know, just a way for you guys to be accountable once a week. I don't know the best day to do this. I'm going to ask suggestions. You know, what's the best day and time of the week in general for you? Now, everybody's going to have a different answer to this, so I'm just going to have to pick one. But are you interested in accountability lives? You know, just a way to talk about your keto journey with other people who understand and are not judgmental, because we all have moments, okay? We all do things we should not do. And anybody who claims they don't, in my opinion, is probably lying. Nobody's perfect. We wasn't put on this earth to be perfect. We were put on this earth to try the best we can and keep pushing forward and keep trying to like better ourselves. I told y'all yesterday I'm gonna start cleaning out my house and getting rid of everything that I don't want or don't need. For some reason, I have bought a lot of clothing lately. Now, y'all know, I mean, I've lost a lot of weight, so I'm excited. I want to buy a lot of clothing. Problem is, my size 8s are now too baggy. I've got some shirts that for some reason I bought 2X in, and I don't know why. So I think I'm going to like try the Facebook Marketplace. And if not, I'll just donate them. I did gather a whole large trash bag of items yesterday that can go. And I hope to try to gather another one today. I've already got one in the back of here and a small one right down here. But that was actually from my daughter. She cleaned out a space in her room. So yeah, I've got some big news I'd like to share, but it's not time yet to share it, to make sure, you know, there are things that have to be made sure of before we share it. So there is a potential, very excitable and very scary thing coming in our future. Not sure yet. Not sure yet. So I can't wait to tell y'all though. I really can't. But at this point, it would be foolhardy to jump the gun and say, yay, or oh, damn. So, you know, I know. And hubby, he's a little bit freaked out. He's been freaked out for a little bit now. Because one of the people at his job got the virus. And they were, originally when they said, you know, they said if anybody got it, they would shut down the plant and sanitize everything. They did not do this. They are checking everybody's temperature as they come in, and they're putting a band on their arm as long as their temperature is good and letting them on in the building. They've been doing that, though, for a little while now. The thing is that one person had it. They didn't shut it down to sanitize anything. And then it finds out that there was another person who's actually been absent for over 2 weeks that he does work close with that did have it too. So he's worried. You know, I'm of the opinion that no matter what we do, we're all going to get it. And the best thing we can do is live as healthy as we can and hope we can fight it off. Now, I think the last count was 99.5% of everybody who gets it's going to recover just fine. And like 80-some% of those won't even really know they have it. But when I'm talking to you guys, I have to remember that myself and many of you are coming from a place of either still having diseases that can cause real problems with this, or having a history of having those diseases. So, I mean, many of us either do have or did have diabetes. Many of us do have or did have high blood pressure. So, and these are things known to cause, you know, extra problems with this. So the best thing we can do is live as healthy as we can. I do believe we're all going to end up with it. I mean, not all of us get the flu every year, but we usually get it once or twice in our life, right? Sorry. So I do think we need to be cautious, but I don't think we need to live in fear. I know a lot of people are going to be angry about that, but I think it's true. Being fearful, having your body in a higher state of, like, you know, stress and cortisol is going to make you more susceptible. It's going to lower your immune system. I've said this a bunch, you know, I know I have. But we need to be, again, cautious, but not live in fear. No, I do not have it. There are things blooming everywhere, and I'm allergic to all those things. So I used to be allergic to everything, though, so I'll take this. This is much better. Sorry, cute birdie just landed on a little sign over there. There was more I wanted to talk to y'all about, but I forgot what it was. You ever done that? I didn't drink coffee yesterday either. I do think, I don't know if coffee is a problem for me. I do think sometimes I break my fast with it, and I should not. I should always have it with a meal. And then I drink it slowly. So I'm not like somebody who can just drink it with like breakfast. If I make a cup of coffee, I'm going to drink on that cup of coffee for about an hour. And then I'm going to top it off and heat it up and drink on it for another hour. So that's like 2 hours of keeping my body out of ketosis, or out of fat burning mode anyway. Because every time you eat, you take your body out of fat burning mode just a little bit. And depending on what you eat, depends on how long you stay out. Does that make sense? I don't know. I feel like I'm doing a really, really bad job today. I'm not in like a bad mood or anything. I'm not. No, there's nothing wrong. I just feel kind of blah. Maybe it's because it's kind of gray outside, and it was gray yesterday too. So that could be a factor. Lacking of vitamin D. Yes, it is. I watched a thing the other day, and I only watched it in part because it was late at night. But it was, how many of you have seen this? And some of you have shared it with me, is why I'm bulletproof to coronavirus or COVID-19. It had some interesting things in it, talking about, you know, sugar and diabetes and being diseased and stuff like that. So how many of you have seen it? I need to go watch it in full because it's hard to talk about something you're not educated on. But I would encourage each and every one of you, whether you're new at keto, whether you've been doing this for 10 years, to constantly stay in a state of mind that allows you to learn, because new facts come out all the time. Things we thought were facts are changed all the time. So be in a constant state of learning. Watch a lot of videos, watch a lot of, or read a lot of research. And when you read research, I got to tell you guys, I have found that the research study and the conclusion often say two different things. And I can't help but think that the conclusion is based on whoever's opinion is paying for the study. So read the study itself, not just the conclusion or the outcome. I find that they're different quite frequently, and I'm like, wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. So research. Always look it up. If I say something that seems a little off to you, or if it seems solid gold to you, research it anyway. Check it out, because I am not the know-all, be-all, end-all. I try to be, but I'm not. And you see, I make many mistakes in my journey. So always research. No matter how much you trust a person, no matter how smart they seem, research. Facts and knowledge are key. Knowledge truly is power. And for some reason, over the last 15 years, I felt like we've forgotten that. We've started taking other people at their opinions, or whatever they say is just what we start to believe is gospel. Please don't do that. Don't ever do that. You are shortchanging yourself if you do that. So knowledge, research, pay attention. Really dig in and dive in, especially if it's something you intend to talk about. If it's something you intend to speak on yourself, be as knowledgeable as possible. That way you don't look like a dummy. And sometimes I look like a dummy, I know that. I've probably been talking too long, but there's something, yeah, gosh, damn. I guess that'll have to wait. I guess that needs to wait. So anyway, if you haven't seen Patreon or my Patreon, what I have to offer over there, it's not a lot. But any videos that I shoot that I can't share here, get shared over there. Any little things that I just want to kind of share for the Patreons, get shared there first. And we'll eventually make it their way over here, so you don't really have to worry about it. But consider becoming a patron, and consider looking in the description below for all the ways to support the channel, including getting you a great keto t-shirt. There are some products down there that you don't need, but you might want, and if you want them, save you some money on them. Now, much love to you guys and dolls. I'm sorry, this video was terrible. Bye, y'all.